So when you start G-Line, the G-Line intro I'm not going to tell you about because that one's pretty obvious. When you start G-Line, although after, you'll do the G-Line Grand Theft Online intro, and then after the Grand Theft Online intro, you'll see a cutscene for the Diamond Casino Resort, and then when you go in, you'll see the prompt to make another cutscene that you'll see, and then you can buy a standard membership for here, where it says membership level. Your VIP membership allows you to play all games and use all the services. I can play all the casino games and use all the services in the Diamond Casino Resort because I have a VIP membership Penos. But when you first start G-Line, you won't have enough money at all for Penos. And you'll be running one, so don't think that you'll just be able to buy Penos. But if you get $500, you can pay $500 for a standard membership, which will allow you to play casino games, use the valet service. Note to self that the valet service can only be used unless from the parking lot Casino Penos garage if you have purchased the casino bus. Otherwise, you can only use the valet service when you park in the public parking garage, which is for every G-Line player, not just the Diamond Casino Resort. And the valet service is free once you have Penos. You can also spin the wheel. I've already spun it. You can spin it once a day, and you have to wait 24 hours a day. You have to wait 24 hours in real lifetime. Since I already spun it, it will say this: you can only spin wheel once per day. These are the casino slots you can play. Obviously, if your country doesn't let you gamble in your country, because of your country's scandalized, you won't be able to play games. So you could change your nationality on your platform and console choice to play virtual horse racing, or you can. Well, I'll let you figure out what kind of casino games you can play, but it's not, what you should really know is the basics. So, I'm telling you the basics if you're new to G-Line. If you're a veteran, then you'll mostly, or more or less, already know all this stuff. So, style includes change your appearance, which you pay $100, but right now it says you cannot change your character's appearance while on the motorcycle club, and I'm Rizzo. There's VIP, which requires you to be a VP for a limited time, and also requires you to have 1.1 million G-Line dollars or $1 G-Line in your bingo, but it's not required that you spend $1 million and 1.1 million G-Line dollars. It's just required that you have the 1.1 million or 1 million G-Line dollars to be CEO, and is meant for CEO organizations and MC presidents, motorcycle club presidents, which you can become a CEO when you purchase a CEO. Since being a CEO is part of you become a motorcycle club president or MC president for sure when you purchase a motorcycle club, which I'll show you how to do that. And being an MC and motorcycle club president or MC president is permanent. But being a VP requires you to have 1.1 million or 1.1 million dollars in your bank that you don't have to spend. You can spend it if you want, but you don't have to spend that $1 million and you just have to have it required to be a VP or a CEO requires you to be become a CEO. You need a CEO office, become a motorcycle club president, you need a motorcycle club. And I'll tell you, get those, like I said, but other than that, the motorcycle club president and the CEO organization is permanent. So the accessories shows you all yours says like gear. Right now it says none. This includes rear beaver. The rear beaver lets you breathe for unlimited time under 100. Each time you use up the rear beaver, you can have 20 rear beavers. You can have a limited 20 rear beavers is what I'm going to say. And you can purchase rear beavers at a gunshot ammunition, and each time you use up one rear beaver out of 20 beavers, you'll have to buy a new one for each rear beaver used up. And then there's night vision goggles that allow you to see in the dark. So they're obviously better during night in freedom. Obviously, since I'm in the dining casino resort, it's not going to work. But if I was in Fremont night, they would work better than during the day. I was using the night vision goggles during the day. It's kind of hard to see with. Then there's a gray earpiece. This is only cosmetically and CLS. There's not much to explain. LSPD earpiece, also cosmetic. Breather, that's glasses are cosmetic, hats are cosmetic, masks cosmetic, helmets cosmetic, chains, earrings cosmetic, scarves cosmetic, left wrist is just how when you put stuff on your right wrist or left wrist and detailing on your character's right or left wrist, but right now it's not compatible with the outfit. That is those right wrist and left wrist is cosmetic too. Gloves are cosmetic and I can put them on like I put on black gloves, and I have the blood joint gloves on right now and they're cosmetic. So there's most of your accessories out because parachute requires you can put a parachute on. You can have smoke trails where it says cycle between the parachute smoke trails you have purchased, but you can't use them in the casino. You can cycle it says cycle between the parachute bags you have purchased. So right now I found the black combat shoe bag. You can cycle. Now I have on the Chuckles combat shoe bag, and you can go to the tan combat shoe bags. So right now, like I have the Canada shipping on primary shirts. Select the Canada for primary. This is where you just basically switch up your parachutes, but right now I don't want the parachute on, so I'm gonna take it off because that looks weird with it on. And I'm gonna take off the glasses. And obviously I didn't know there was on there. Obviously you can choose elements which all goes on. Some are bulletproof, but mostly they can only take one shot. There's the riot gear, which can take 3 shots before you die, but most bulletproof guns can only take 1 shot, so they're not very useful. These are the only ones you can use. I don't really want them on. The thermal goggles are not just cosmetic, they can also be used like this. I'll show you what it looks like if you put them on. So this is what it looks like. And yeah, it's just like real life. They basically do what they would do in real life to L.Tjuston. So everyone's orange and my character is not orange. Everyone's orange and my character's orange is because the flamingos are detecting the heat. And then if you just don't want them on, you can do that. But then, oh no, yeah. And then I'm gonna show you a crest of a car. Now, most cars you can just go on the street, but if you have a personal car or a personal vehicle, I guess you can call it, whatever you want, you can request that, and I'll even tell you well, you know what, it doesn't matter. I know it's a little bit weird if the phone call goes on, but well, actually I could just switch, yeah. If you switch into a pre-made outfit, then your accessories will change once it's saved on that pre-made outfit. So now the accessories is gone because it wasn't saved on this outfit. You'll need you'll need a casino membership to access this area. Everything's cosmetic, like look, the smoking's cosmetic, so I don't. I'm not going to show you the smoke. Well, I guess I will show you smoking. So smoking's cosmetic, so this area is pretty useless. It's just a nice area where you can get drunk and smoke and be like that sort of thing. If you like immersion, you're not really too big on immersion. But you need a casino pinhouse to actually access this area if you want to. So, and you can access the casino store missions if you don't have a casino pinhouse, but you can do them with other players or like if you have a friend. But you can't do that as the leader if you don't have casino mission or a casino pinhouse, sorry, I should say. Not casino missions, I don't know why I said that. Now, obviously, if you go in the casino, you'll know you'll walk pretty slowly. But you can increase this by spamming ads, just rapidly topping it. It's more of a speed. You know what you do, then run. And this is how you get out. This is the ad set of casino pinhouse. I find it does sound fun. Yeah, I know no one's watching, so it doesn't matter. You can also get kill people, NPCs or non-playable characters, like these guys right here, without like those two women, without like actually getting what level. If you're in a mission, most people don't really talk about how you can do that in the mission. Which is weird. I don't know when they're not talking about it. But, you know, it's not really effective if you want to make money in the mission because you're wasting time when you do that. Kill NPCs without getting white alienation, you're just wasting time, so it's not really effective when you're doing the mission. But maybe you could get a bit more cash in that way. It still wastes a huge bunch of time. Remember, time is money in Japan. At least in the game. And no, you won't be earning money from Japan really, because Rockstar Games that made GTA and like every other Grand Theft Auto game they made, they track it. So don't think that you can just make that money into real life money. So don't work that way. It'd be nice if then no one would have to work for the money in real life. I mean, you have to work for money if you're trying, but it's not. Obviously, in real life, you're not going to kill someone trying to with bug. So, to request, like, your own car, you can do this. And you can just wait. It'll take a few seconds. But it shouldn't. So there it is. That's my personal car. I have a lot of other ones, but that's just one way to do it. You can also press the touchpad on ps4 or start. It's the touchpad on PlayStation 4 and like on PlayStation 5. You can return it. You can also request certain vehicles through services like special vehicles like the Terabyte. Wait, pay attention to the radar and you'll see what I mean. So right there is the Terabyte. I'll show you my own line. But you probably won't have enough money to purchase the Terabyte. I'm just showing you. Right now, don't worry about the Terabyte, just because you won't have enough money to purchase it as a new Grand Theft Auto 5 player in July. So it's best that options come in the Terabyte. You can dematerialize. You can change your vehicle access right here, so you can search no one, or you can choose like your crew, your friends, crew's close friends. I like your close friends because they're my crew. I mean, currently I can use it, and then friends can use it. Vehicle roof can go up and down. I didn't know that actually. Vehicle stands, you need like low grip tires. Vehicle hydraulics, you need to have a car with hydraulics, but you're probably not going to be able to afford it because you need to upgrade a car at Benny's Emergent Monitor, and then you can purchase hydraulics, but you probably won't have enough money as a new GTA player to upgrade a car at Benny's Emergent Monitor, so don't worry about that. Vehicle remote functions, that's something more I would have to show you, but yeah, I'll show you right now. So this is basically, if you press start or then go to vehicles, then go down to vehicle doors, you can do this, or you can do all. I'm just going to close that. You can also lower the vehicle stands, but like I said, you need to be able to afford that. So I don't really think there's a major difference there. I definitely can't see it. This is vehicle remote function, so this is how you turn on the engine. So you turn on the headlights. Yeah, the headlights actually come over. No, it comes to light down to join. No, headlights come out. I mean, this is neon light. It looks better during nighttime. So, and then you can do the radio, but you won't hear that because I have the audio off. have the audio settings. Then there's the LS car mean, which you have to pay 50,000 dollars for a car meet membership, so it is a bit expensive, but it's not like too expensive. It's nothing you can attain. A lot of people say it's cheap. I mean, it is expensive, but it's not like extremely expensive, but people take you better going than that. So I wouldn't say like other people that's as cheap as you say. And there's, as they say, I mean, not you say. There's this how you rob a store. Oh no, you can get a bit of money. Obviously, if you don't let the cashier offer, you can get a bit of money from here. I think I already got it. You notice there in the top left-hand corner. Maybe, I don't know if the broadcast blocked that or the live stream. I'm just gonna find a store and rob. You will get a 2-star once in level when you rob the store. So just be aware of that. And some stores, not all 2-star. 2 convenience stores in the city of Los Angeles are named people, citizens will attack you, but so just be careful. They have episodes so you can quickly take care of them. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. That the only 2 stories that happen. Yeah, people will attack you, but some NPCs will attack you because, great. So, yeah, sometimes if they're a convenience store or say a liquor store like that, when it was a liquor store, are previously robbed, then you obviously have to wait until they rob you again. There's tattoo parlors up here. There's a tattoo parlor up here at this road, right there. That's the California. The tattoos are obviously cosmetic. I mean, just like real life, they're cosmetic. So like,
some award-winning art in there.
You can get that. You can get that.
You took that well. You know, you're not much of a bleeder.
Like, I mean, it really doesn't make much of a difference because, like, real life, how tattoos are cosmetic in real life, they obviously are cosmetic due to line. I mean, it makes really no difference. It's like Grand Theft Auto where tattoos are a thing you can make CJ or Con Johnson out of wear. And then, so, yeah. This is Sun in the Studios San Andreas, just not the same one from the actual original Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Despite it being called Grand Theft Auto, it's still in San Andreas. It's just in the 21st century now, which I guess is cool. It's one thing with this. I mean, yeah, it is pretty cool. I feel like that sort of thing. I mean, it's pretty cool to think about because most Grand Theft Autos were like in the 90s and 80s. So one in the 21st century is pretty cool if you ask me. I mean, a lot of people don't think it's fun. Now, it's not really as hard that this one's in the 21st century, but I mean, it's not a big deal, but like if you never played a Grand Theft Auto game, then it's pretty cool. This is the Ellis Carnegie. It's nothing really special, but I found showing it's a cool area where you can hang out with friends. If you're into that kind of stuff, you can do that if you actually want to. If that's what you're into, then you can do that. I mean, you don't have to, but and you get $2,000 for good behavior if you don't cheat. It's not really a whole lot. Like, there are a lot of things, a lot of cars, a lot of parties in this game, but there's a lot of things, millions of dollars. So, has not might seem like a lot in your way, but and to win the prize, right, that car right there, that other vehicle, that is basically this rapid slime truck, you need to win a certain number of days, but I wouldn't do it because it's hard. I don't do it because it's hard. I've won 2 or 3 or 4 team vehicles, and I didn't really have to participate in that. And also, you have to do it right away. You have to get on it right away, so you can't do it last minute or word. And you gotta fulfill the criteria in the right way. You can't be just any place you come to race. This is the merge shot. It's not a real merge shot, because if it was real, then it would be for money, and it's just called merge shot, but once again, it doesn't really make it through. I'm not gonna pay for that right there, but you obviously unlock them the more you rank out, there's an Ellis coming in rank 42. This is probably pretty pointless. I do buying cars in July, but I don't really care much about showing them off. But if you want to show off in an area where you're not going to be griefed and killed by other players, this is the place to do it. And if you want to go on the test track, you can drive around and test your cars. I'm not going to tell you what the test track is. Some say actually right from the bar down here. And you can also do wear tattoos here, which I'm not sure why lots are including that. I guess it's just a cool thing you can do. And there is a place where you can watch in the test track, but I'm not going to show it to you because, like I said, it goes $50,000, which is said by most YouTube content creators that games are going to be cheap. But trust me, it's not cheap. It takes a while. There's a lot of stuff you could buy with $50,000 in this game, but a lot of stuff you also probably couldn't buy just because, Anyways, it would probably take me a long time to show you all the basics that you need to know as a ninja to play. So these are just some of the basics. Maybe I'll show, I might show more of the basics, but if you really must know, then you can just look it up on YouTube. You don't really have to find out the basics for me. Obviously, I don't have to be your only source for how to play GTA if you're new. There's other YouTube videos And again, I apologize if you can't understand me. I do speak Polynesian. Please don't realize it's kind of like starting to get just got sick and I didn't know it was time to speak Polynesian. You know what? It's not important. Let's just say I have a crappy voice. But you shouldn't really worry about that. Anyways, that's all I have to show you. I will probably edit this live stream, honestly, if you don't see it now, because I'll leave this going in the live stream, you will see it when I finish the live stream and upload to my channel. So, and then there I can edit, because obviously you can't edit live streams on like YouTube or on something you have to do YouTube or like social media, so like say PlayStation or Xbox. But that's all for this video. I hope this video helped. I know I wasn't too informative, but that was just some of the reasons. If I might do more, I may not. Depends. I might look up like how many can discover the basics of, you know, what you should know about the basics and tutorial. But no, I don't know if I really do another video like this because our live stream or whatever. No one really watches my live streams anyway, and I've done it in the past, so I know. And I've gotten people who listen, but they only think for like 10 to 5 minutes, 5 minutes at most. So if all of you won't make a video like this ever again, or I don't know, like do a live stream and upload to the channel a video. Please, no one call me a kid, because I got like one guy calling me a kid and he kept on arresting me. So please don't do that. No, I'm a 30-year-old man. Like, yeah, I'm a 30-year-old guy. I don't know why saying 30-year-old man felt kind of weird for a second, but I don't know, it just did. For some weird reason, which I don't know why. But don't think I'm a kid. If you're gonna like say nasty comments and like harass me, and then you know, don't do that, because I won't reply back to it. Or if I do, it won't be a positive reply. I'll just tell you how. I'll be nice to you and tell you why you shouldn't say that. Like I won't tell fuck off, call you an asshole and nasty name like that, but you know, I'm gonna give you a peace of my mind, but in a nice way. I shouldn't do it, but know that it's not gonna be a positive response. It's gonna be like kind of like, well, it's gonna be negative, but it's also gonna be nice. It's not gonna include like harsh swear words or something. So but don't do that, because I don't want to have to do with that. I know that's kind of not, that's just not what I want to do it. If you leave a comment, make sure it's nice and you have something to say. Don't say like, oh, go back to the, you know, fucking same, like this one guy. I'm not going to say his name, because, I don't want to like put him in the spot and embarrass him, but he obviously knows what he did, and I guess he doesn't really care. He probably doesn't care, but he eventually stopped, so it's okay now. But if you're gonna do that, just remember that I'll give you peace of mind. I'll be nice about it. I won't call you names or like, but I may even try to report you. So just, you know, be cautious. Be aware that like there will be consequences. So if you do want to leave a comment, just make sure it's a nice comment. Don't like be like, oh, you're You know, and don't say like, you know, I'm some Mr. something so and so fuckboy or fan fuckboy, because I know a lot of people can. And don't compare me to like Mr. Boz, because that a lot of got people have compared me to him, and sounds like which was not nice. Because I know a lot of people will try and compare me to him. And I've only had that out twice for 2 cameras on that time. Anyways, that's all for this video. Yeah, I'm gonna add subtitles because the beginners to me as a South African voice don't ask. I got sick and it's a long story and I don't. It's not that I don't like to talk about it, it's just it would take a long time to talk about and it's plain. So I will edit it, this video, and yeah, that's my end. I'll let it going off. We have like 3, I know 4 in my family, because 1, 2, yeah, I think like 3 or 4, probably 3, I'm pretty sure it's 3. I mean, that's all for now. How do I do this? Stop. No, not music. No, I didn't do that because it's a live stream. And then it's watching this. Nobody cares.